Hi everyone, it's Alyssa from Awkward Author, and I'm here with a new weekly-ish update. And I think, well, I don't know. I might actually be getting this one out on time too, but I'm not really sure because, well, right now I have no power. So I'm all bundled up again this week because I don't have any heat, but now it's not because of the heat not working for normal reasons. It's because the heat's not working because we don't have any electricity right now. We had a big storm last night. We had a thunderstorm, but that's not what did it because we still had power after that. But then it got like really windy here, and there's trees that just fell down all over the place, including one not too far up the road from me. And I live on a pretty main thoroughfare, so it's been interesting. Like I just saw the Greyhound bus go by, and I don't know how he's going to make it down the little side street and the alleyway that he needs to get to get back to the main road around the tree. But anyway. So I don't know if that tree is what's knocking out the power or if it's another tree somewhere, and maybe we'll get power back sometime today, but who knows. In the meantime, you know, I have wet hair, and here I am making a video. That's devotion, isn't it? But yeah, I don't know. It's not really devotion because what else can I do? I'm kind of limited in what I can do right now because I don't have electricity. It's kind of crazy how much we depend on electricity and our internet connection, which of course I have no internet connection, and yeah, so anyway, that's my situation at the moment. But as far as this week goes, I guess it was a decent week. I did get some more writing done than I did the previous week, although I got so little done the previous week. My numbers for this week aren't impressive. I haven't really I don't keep like a regular like word count, but I'm just estimating like maybe 2,000 words I wrote this week on my current work in progress, my current solo project. And I have some more work to do on some other stuff that maybe I'll get to today, because I can actually do that without power. At least I can do that until the battery runs out of my computer. I can't do anything that involves the internet. Unless I'm just like, you know, looking up something real quick on the phone or the iPad because, or wait, no, not even the iPad. The phone. I can look up stuff on the phone and that's about it. So, yeah, I took a shower in the dark this morning. I had enough hot water, and thankfully, like, my neighbor's not home today, so it was like there was no competition for the hot water, so that was good. And I'm like off center here, but anyway, yeah. So I'm just a little discombobulated with this whole power outage thing, and I'm using the iPad because it's like I can charge this in the car if I need to, and I don't really use the iPad that much, so if I drain the batteries making a video, I don't really care. But anyway, yeah, that's what's going on here. I don't know what else has been going on this week. I don't even know what I've been reading, honestly, because I finished up the Bryson book. I guess I was still reading that last week. One thing I will say about that book is that he mentioned something that's especially relevant today, and it's something that I've said for a while, at least since as far back as like Sandy, and that is that it is ridiculous in 2016 that we still have all our electric wires and all our wires, like cable and telephone too, above ground on these like poles that are, first of all, ugly. Second of all, they're quite a bit to maintain. Not just like when storms come and knock them down, but even just, you know, the poles rot out, you know, things happen to them, cars hit them. It's just, there's no need for them anymore. Like, we could put all this power underground, and it would just save so much time and like maintenance. I mean, every year they go around and they chop trees, like they chop branches off trees to prevent this sort of thing from happening, to prevent branches falling and knocking down power. But you wouldn't have to do that if they were underground. You wouldn't have to do that every year. And then you get these like ugly looking trees that have like half the branches chopped off on one side, and it looks ridiculous, and it probably makes the trees unstable. And I know I'm just ranting, but it's just, I don't know. I remember like, well, it's an election year, so it's probably going to come up again, like, you know, that whole like get America back to work thing, and they kept talking about doing things like almost like a New Deal kind of thing, and I don't know, I think I remember hearing something about high-speed rail. Well, I haven't seen that high-speed rail yet. I don't know about you. And here's like a project that I think would be like a very useful project, very helpful, and they could do it, and it would provide jobs, and, you know, but they're not. They're not doing it, so whatever. I don't know. That's just my little, like, you know, I don't know, beef, like, really. And I realize this is a big country, and but there's a lot of people out of work, and if you did it like state by state, it wouldn't be that big a deal, and it would be such a beneficial thing in the long run to do that. Anyway, that's just me ranting, I guess. I don't know. No one else cares, except for Bill Bryson. He cares. But yeah. Anyway, so I'm hoping to get power back on so I can do some other work here. But if not, maybe I'll actually get some writing in today. It's Sunday. I'm gonna go see my boyfriend later, but until then, probably in the afternoon, maybe I'll squeeze in some writing time or something else that I can do without electricity, because what I was planning on doing was stuff that involved the internet, and I can't do that because I don't have internet access. I mean, I have it through the phone, but I can't do the things I need to do on the phone. So anyway, that's what's going on with me this week. It's really not that exciting a week. So I wrote stuff, didn't read much, watching volunteer firemen go down the alleyway. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, this morning was interesting. I was walking the dog, and I didn't walk on our normal route because there's a lot of trees on that route, and it was still very windy, and I didn't want to get killed by a falling tree. So I was walking along the road, which is a one-way road, and there were all these cars going the wrong way on it because they couldn't go where they need to go on the main road, and so they cut down to this road, which only goes this way, but they're going this way. Anyway, yeah, so that's what's going on here. Really exciting just hearing me rant about the power being out, huh? But yeah, at least it's not too cold out. It's actually freezing out right now, but it's sunny, so that's nice, and it is springtime. At some point, the weather will actually kind of warm up and stay warmed up, and that'll be good. But in the meantime, we're dealing with crazy weather and trees falling down and power being out and Alyssa ranting and raving, and so I should probably just end this video now because who wants to hear me complain? But anyway, yeah, I'm going to try to write some, and maybe I'll have a more productive week. The one good thing that I've noticed is, like, even though I feel like I'm not making much progress, I have my work in progress all outlined out. I started using Scrivener. I only started using it a little while back, and I really like it for organizing and writing, and it works from the way my brain works, I guess, which is why I guess they design it for writers, because they know how writers' brains work. But anyway, so I can kind of see, like, my progress where I am, and it's like I have less than 10 chapters to write, which sounds like a lot, but they're pretty short chapters. It's like a thriller, and so the chapters aren't too long, and yeah, I'm really kind of like, wow, I'm almost there with a first draft, which is still going to be pretty rough around the edges. And anyway, I do have a goal, and I'll get there, and it probably won't be too long. So in a few more of these weekly updates, I'll be telling you that I'm done with the first draft. So that's awesome. So anyway, that's what Alyssa's up to this week, and not much here, I guess. But I'll see you again, hopefully, maybe next week. And maybe I will actually have heat the next time I make one of these videos. But I probably won't need it because it'll be warm. So there you go. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you again soon.